Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He breaks loose at the 40. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
That's an important first down on that running play. They're going to run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And the Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The 8th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This defensive coordinator makes some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stock right there at the line. No gain. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they're able to get him down.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, 3rd and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Tiny space at the 20. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense in taking advantage of what the defense gave them.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And the last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Fights off a defender. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Not an explosive play, but a great wrinkle to make the defense have to respect the perimeter and defending the perimeter. This time they lose the edge, and the receiver makes them pay for it coming off that jet sweep.
The Noles offense is on the move now. He'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Hits the running back in the flat. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Seminoles line up with a 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. The defense with a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. just trying to get rid of it. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on third down. Brings up fourth. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled just short of the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. The shotgun handoff here. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Florida State 10, Ohio State 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Second down play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And they've got the returner corralled. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe has got him for a sack? A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And looking to throw now on first down. With the catch, it's Stevens. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And the Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Okay, ready?
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Double right. Down. Ready?
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down here.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. The pocket breaking down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Noles will look to convert here on 4th down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Handoff to the back. Running with purpose. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And the Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
42 Spider.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Ready up.
3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up.
Let's go.
Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, looking for the wideout. And he will score. Touchdown, Knowles. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
The offense will take over.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They start the drive giving the ball to the receiver on an end around. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Pass on second
Him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed to the running back. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Trying to create here on the move. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Well, I thought the defender was in really good position here. Just kind of working that receiver to the sideline. I didn't think he had enough room to come down with it. Somehow he comes up with the catch and gets a foot down.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Stevens. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. State offense comes back onto the field. We get the 2nd half started with a running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes a quick grab. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. crucial. Third down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, really good job here by the defense. Recognizing the ball is out and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. Short throw complete to the tight end. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
And the Seminoles will try to keep this drive moving. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They stop him right at the 24.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff in a single back formation. Spins away from defenders. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll try to run for the first down. The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against him.
They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Important second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
6-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it.
Slide 22. Go.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Hand off to the single back. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And the Knowles line it up with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Brings up second and goal. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 24, Ohio State 7.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Okay.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense.
Get set. Get set.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's escaping the pocket now. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown continues. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Pass complete, and second down now. Keeping it on the ground here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Trying to pick up the yardage with the jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on the screen and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Catch made on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Knowles. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them. Great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Point after, not right through. Now they get set to kick it away.
38, Ohio State, 7.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Throws it to the right. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
1st down and 10 now.
3:25.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Pressure is coming. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's second down here. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Throw to the running back in the flat. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. We get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Looking to chuck it again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He makes the grab. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal.
Let's go.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Seminoles. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Launching it downfield. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Ohio State 7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from it. Don't see that often.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Looking to scramble now. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. It's exactly what he's able to do.
Using his legs here. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. And the offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock. Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the offense will just take a knee. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get